Hello and good morning. I'm Brandon Gordon Gabb. You can just call me handsome motherfucker. And this morning, I'm going to talk about fucking your mother. She be like, Brandon, you so handsome. Like, yeah, baby, I know it. No, I'm just talking shit. Are you awake now? So, topic of discussion. I don't know. I want to talk something light. No. Woke up, opened up social media, and you know what? I got a lot of bitching. It's just a lot of bitching. That man, girl, that man. Let me tell you. No, let me tell you. I want to hear all that shit. Wait, listen. Let me tell you. Listen. Uh-huh. It's a horrible place. Ah, need somewhere to place it. There's so many people bitching on social media. It's just not cool. Oh, the bitching. The bitching. Let me tell you what a man is. A man. Let me tell you. No, listen. A real woman. Listen. I need to tell you something. That's so. I was like, fuck that shit. Let's spread some positivity. Your mama got nice titties. I think that's a very positive statement, right? Could have said your mama got small titties and got fired from Hooters. I can't stand him. He's so damn fucking funny. I don't know why. Know why I'm funny? So I put effort into it. I can see if I didn't put effort into being funny. But I put effort. Should be at least a little funny. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's find us a serious topic to talk about, y'all. Seriously serious. Is that my doorbell? Hold on. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Uh, so, back to what I was saying, positive topics or serious business. Um, let's see. What's some serious business we could talk about? To be. I have to use that street. Should I go back down this way? Yeah, it'll be better to go down this way. I don't got to be at work until 3. 2, 3. Got clothes in the dryer, in the washer. Schedule. Pull that shit up. 2 o'clock. So that spread positivity. What can we talk about that's positive? Girls with big titties. I'll take that back. I don't want to talk about girls with big titties. It depresses me to even think about it. Because they're not attractive to me anymore. Okay, I'll take that back. It's I hit a dad wall. Certain things about women, certain women, just don't turn me on anymore. I'm a dad girl, a girl dad. So, any woman right now, shaped like my daughter, is a turnoff. You know? So, it's a little hard to be ah, like, real talk, adult discussion. Adult discussion, real talk. I get why some couples stop having sex later in life. After kids, um, because your kids start looking at like your spouse. Especially once your kids start hitting teenage age. Like, I don't wanna. What you mean you don't wanna? You don't find me attractive anymore? How much honesty do you want right now? Be completely honest. No. Like what? Uh, no. You just you and our kid favor. It's creepy and unattractive. That's why you got to put on a blindfold on that bitch. You know? Not that as a woman you might. It's not that as a woman you might not find her attractive. It's just like you're the mother of my kid. You know? The attitude, the facial expressions. It's ugh. That's why you got to blindfold yourself. Once you start feeling like that, to keep the romance there. The love isn't dead. The romance isn't there. Just because I'm sorry. What you want me to do? This is the sex education you won't get in school. This the stuff that you gotta drag out of your friends. No, you will not get this in school. They don't tell you about this. You gotta talk about this with your friends, and then, even then, like, nope, don't know what you're talking about. I'm not listening. Because it's stuff nobody wants to admit. I don't know if they want to admit it or not. I haven't had this conversation as a grown man with my friends. But putting two together, context clues, I'm no fucking idiot. I went to school. I learned how to read. Read the context clues. Where the blindfolded and shit come from. Fellas, if you got kids, your wife don't want to sleep with you, blindfold that bitch and see if it works. See if she throw that ass back in a circle. Because it might not be you. At dinner, she probably was like, you know, I love my family. Looked at her family. I'm like, oh my gosh, they look so much alike. Then here you come trying to kiss her right after she had that thought. She's like, ugh. It might not be you. Just she looked at you, she looked at the kids. I'm like, y'all look alike. And it grossed her out. Same thing, ladies. It might not be you. He might have looked at you, looked at y'all daughter. It's like, they look so much alike. Like, is it somebody younger? Like, baby. It's not nothing like that. I'm not cheap. Then what is it? You look like her, okay? You just look like her. Who is the bitch? I beat that bitch ass. I don't think you would. You think I can't fight? Huh? I beat that bitch up. Baby, it's our daughter. You what? You sick pervert. Like, no, this is why we're not having sex. You just look like her. Share the same mannerisms, the same face. It's not attractive, boo. I don't, you know? Like, here's 3 beers and put a blindfold on. Shut up. It's just, it's cringe to even think of those thoughts. But we live in a world where people like to make everything about them. You don't find me attractive anymore. Shut up, bitch. Let me work through this. All this bitching right now ain't helping. Why you just don't tell me? Cause it's weird. I don't know how to deal with it. There's nothing you can't tell me. Baby, I can't keep it up. Because when we have sex, I start thinking about how pretty you are, and I look at you in the eyes, and I'm like, I'm so lucky. You know, you're the woman that had my kids. I might nut in you right now so you can have some more of my kids. And then I start thinking about the kids and how much they look like you. And then it becomes a turnoff. Why? They look so much like you. If we had boys, that wouldn't be so weird. It'd be a little weird, but it wouldn't be so weird. But we got girls. It's weird. You know? Every time I look at you, I be at the point, I'm like, you know what? You might be able to have another kid. Can we afford another kid? Then I think of the kids. Then I look at your face. Then one of the kids pop up on your face. Like, ugh! And it make my dick soft. We have come a long way from when I used to plaster your face with kids. Now I see kids on your face. It's disturbing, Bill. It's disturbing. You want to see other people? This guy at work, he's been trying to get in my pants. You tramp. No, I don't want to see other people. You gotta work it out. Here, wear this bag. Do you want this marriage to last or not? Wear this damn bag. Till further notice. Do you wear the bag as the spouse trying to make the marriage last? Or do you let your pride win? Not wearing no damn bag. Now he's cheating with his secretary. All because you didn't want to wear the bag. I'm gonna turn that bitch into a superhero. Here, put on the Catwoman mask. What? Put on the Catwoman mask. Shut up, bitch. Just wear it. No, do that. So confusing. Cause I made these streets so stupid. So stupid. But would you wear the mask? No one cared who I was before I put on the mask. Turning the Bane with fastness, quickness. You never came like that until I put on the mask. What is it about the mask? It's for the marriage. Like, why does he gotta be white though? Couldn't make me Idris Elba or somebody? You wanna turn me into Brendan Fraser? Shut up. It's for the relationship. Anything for the relationship, boo. Now, why does it gotta be one of the anime girls? Shut up. Now purr like a kitty. you know, uh, but some things you gotta do. Don't let ego win. What the fuck? Your marriage ends because your former husband sleeps with your best friend. All because you didn't want to wear the mask. Like, why'd you do it? I told you I loved you. Told you I wanted to be with you. All you had to do was wear the mask. But no, You were too good to wear the mask. You know who doesn't need to wear a mask? Your friend. Because we ain't got no kids. Does it help if I say every time I was boning her, I was thinking of you, boo? Like, no. See, you just don't get it. Because some people won't understand. Some people just won't understand. Like, this is bullshit. No, no, no. I told you. Just put on the mask. Like, babe, I agreed to wear the mask. But, why is it a guy? Right? At what point do it get weird, though? You know, like, I think somebody wanted, like, look, blindfold me or you wear a mask. I think that's normal. That's somebody trying to make the relationship happen. You know? So, I think that's normal. But at what point does it get weird? Like a fictional character on it? Okay, maybe. You know? Maybe even a celebrity. But once it get weird, where it's like food or you know, like, babe, why is this mask my father? Why is it a guy? You know, why is it a chick? And at some point, it do get weird. You know, like it's weird. Texting my boo. Posing her the same question. Like, if we have kids, and I start looking like the kids while we having sex, what will you do? What would you do? Stop looking, right? No, it all depends. Like, so some people won't care. Like, shit. still hit that shit. Ain't my kid. Dude, fuck how much they look like my kid. And I think that's a little more weird to me. To not be affected by it. Like I said, I don't find women attractive that have the same body type as my daughter. I don't want to think about my daughter while I'm having sex. So it's not really attractive to me. Like, nope, you can have that bitch. No, I'm in a happy relationship. I'm not worried. But no, how the guy, how the fellas be. You know how your friends be. There you go, right there. That's your type. No, I don't know. No, I had one guy. Like my daughter should be 17 this year. About 2 years ago, I went into the gas station. I picked up my daughter from home. She's come back to my house. Stopped at the gas station to buy me some blunts because I had some weed at home. And I'm walking out the gas station, you know. And the guy, he like, hey, bro, I don't want to be all in your business. She cute and all, but I think she a little young for you. Like, that's my daughter, man. Like, oh, my bad. I swear, I was just trying to look out for a brother. You know? My God. So to say that it ain't nobody looking. No, you like, she's cute now, but I think she might be a little young for you. Like, nigga, this is my daughter. Stuff I got to deal with. I don't know what else to do. See, she finally responded. Oh, it just clicked. It took me a while for that to click. There. Ah, it's like she like weirdo. It's like if you had a kid and they have your partner's name, what would you do? Like people like to have juniors. You feel me? You having sex with a junior. While we having sex with you, gonna be like Brandon Senior, Brandon Senior, give it to me, Brandon Senior. Right? She said that's her pet peeve. She like shit. That's that's a weird thought. But to say she haven't had those thoughts, she like I can't deal with a man that has a junior. Yeah, not name my kid after you. That would be weird. That's why my wife and kids they call him Junior. They don't call him by his name. Because it'll fuck it up. It'll mentally fuck it up. Okay, okay, I saved it. I saved it. Think I don't have a train over here. If I put a train over here, a cargo train, this place might blossom. Let's see. But some people only see. Some people can't see that stuff. You know, they just. Where is our cargo line? All the way over here. Ah, gotta find a way to divert. Up our cargo line way over here. Then I think I already got this set up. We might have. Oh man. Okay. Cargo. That's the only one too. God damn. How much space in that corner you take up? Too much damn space. Fuck. Actually. That's why that's my food though. She get it. Fuck. Ah. Gotta remember, everybody don't get it. Easier for some people just to call you a weirdo. Fucking weirdo. Than to deal with their own psychosexual issues. It's just easier to call you a weirdo. That fucking weirdo. Like, why is he a weirdo? Fuck. We gotta go back up and over. Up and over. Fuck. Okay. We're gonna try a new. Let's see what's some good conversation topics about relationships. What are some good conversation topics about relationships?
Here are some great conversation topics about relationships.
Oh, shut up, don't ruin it. Love languages, relationship tropes, first dates, conflict style, deal breakers, growth, independence, role models, long term goals. Nah, let's copy that link so I ain't got to search it again. All right, we will start in. I just saw one. It's a conversation I chimed in. Whoops. I chimed in on the other day. It is about independence and codependence. Some people are hyper independent, some people are hyper codependent. There's independence and there's codependency, right? Codependency is somebody that needs somebody in their life. They need somebody there every step of the way with them. Then there's hyper, then there's independence, which is people like, I don't really need nobody. Uh, And that's really just what it is. Now, people like to say, people have their opinions on who's who. Um, they like the independent one is the dominant. The one that's dependent is the sub. And I completely disagree. Um, depend ind- Independence don't mean that you're dominant. It really don't. And codependency don't mean you're submissive. Trust me, ladies, y'all don't want to argue with me on this. Fellas, you don't want to argue with me on this. And that's the bottom line. Because Brandon said so. Uh, we're gonna. I need water. I need electricity. Just because we can't do nothing without it. So what I mean by that is, okay. Uh, you could be dependent and hyper and in control. You could be independent and have no control. And it's because there's things that's always out of our control. Uh, let's look at the opposite ends of the spectrum first. And we're going to do hyper independence and hyper dependence. They're like hyper independent people don't need anybody, which isn't false, but it's not true. And they're like hyper dependent people need someone. It's not false, but it's not true. Like, well, how can it be, and how can it be, and how can it not be? You know, because people they don't understand needs. When they think needs, they think what a person wants from you. Sometimes a person don't want shit from you, but to be with you. For example, hyperdependence and hyperindependence. I gave this example the other day on the forum I was talking on. Let's say I'm hyperdependent. I want to live with a woman. I want somebody to split the bills with me. Like me, I'm dependent. I'm for sure dependent. But that don't mean I'm not independent. But I prefer to be dependent. I prefer to live with a woman. I prefer to spend my life with somebody. But do I work? Yeah. Can I pay my bills? Yeah. But 50-50 always sounds better to me than 100% by myself. Irregardless, women want a man that's like, shut up and take my money. Just throw all the money into the house. But they don't want a dependent man. He's dependent on you to bring your half in. Not that he needs you to. Like I said, it's a difference between needs and want. I want to live with a woman the rest of my life. Maybe I think. It all depends on the woman. I want my woman. Some people don't want their man. They don't want their woman. You get what I'm saying? Some people don't care. They're just like, fuck it. I don't want to have to go out there and go pick up somebody. That's what they don't want. They don't want to have to go out there and go hunt for booty all the time. They don't want to be dependent on another person like, you won't get no booty tonight. No, they want to be independent from that struggle. What are you being dependent on? What are you being independent on? You get it? And they can't admit that. They're codependent, but they don't know they're codependent. This is what I mean by the illusion of shit. Some things is just illusion and delusion. And I'm not a guy that lives in that realm. No, I know the truth. Shit, I need my woman. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. This is how I know I'm dependent. I'm not one of the people that want to go hunt for booty all the time. That takes so much out of your control. You become dependent on the next person. You can't be hyper dependent, independent, and still got to rely on somebody to give you some booty. Oh, you bullshit. And I just put every inch of that. Everything got water. Oh, no, it don't. For now, we'll pull out water from here. Get what I'm saying? So, in order to secure the bag and not have to be dependent, you have to get married. And even then, only so much is in your control still. Gotta get married. That's the only way to secure the bag and not have to worry about going out there hunting for booty. Just to even claim your independence. Independence is I have everything I need. I don't have to worry or count on, XYZ for shit to happen. So I already got it. That's being hyper independent. No? Like, what? Nigga, I ain't never got to hunt for booty again. I got booty in the house. Then you do what you can to make sure that booty ain't going nowhere. But it's still like a dependency. You get me? Because you're dependent on that booty in the house. So it's really just phrases. If you ask me to begin with, it's just phrases created to make people live in help people live in a delusional world. But you're fucking right, I'm dependent. I prefer to live with my woman. I prefer, to not have to go look for booty. I prefer, and not just because I prefer that, I have to know that it's not just about me. I have to know that it's a team effort. You know? Some things you got to know. And some people don't get it. Uh, uh, what is that not connected to? But hyper dependence and hyper independence. So, again, I become hyper dependent because this is what I want. This is what I prefer. I prefer to be with my woman. I prefer to be in a relationship. Making me dependent. Uh, I don't mind giving my woman my money. Here's what I need to survive for the month. As long as I got my needs met, here's my money going to the house. Here's my half of the bill money. This is set aside for me and my hobbies to keep my black ass in the house. Everything else goes into the house, whatever we're doing as a group, as a couple. Whether it's, saving for a vacation, it could be a boob job money. Don't really give a shit. Shut up and take my money. Because it's required to begin with. Some people just don't get that. That's why you buy your girl what she want. You buy your girl what she need. Because where's the money gonna go? Like, here's where the money's gonna go. No, get her what she want. Get her what she need. She gonna stay in the house. Like, do what? Bitch. You crazy bitch. Like, what you mean, bitch? Look, I ain't gotta worry about shit. Got everything I need in the house, really. I only come outside because I get bored in the house sometimes. I need some outside time. Only because she needs some outside time. That's when you got shit on lock. So I'm only out here because I need some fresh air. I got everything in the house. Kick it with you hoes, I ain't gonna have shit. Don't be like that, bitch. You ain't gotta worry about it. Now she becomes hyper dependent. Even though she's an independent woman, you see, independence and dependency has nothing to do with your partner. Um, Hyper independence is a me thing. A hyper independent person, it's like shit. I don't need you to motivate me. I don't need you to hook me up with a job. I don't need you to lead me because I got a vision and a plan for myself. They don't need you to keep them motivated. They don't need you to move them forward or advance them forward. A dependent person, they don't mind moving forward. Just people confuse dependence with lack of motivation. You know, they don't need you to motivate them. They don't need you to move them forward. They just don't mind the help because most people that are dependent become content in life. Like right now, like I said, as a person who's dependent, I don't necessarily need much. I don't really need shit. You know, I just a place that's affordable for what I bring in. You know, a place that's affordable for what I bring in, and my PlayStation. You know, enough to feed my daughter. Keep a roof over my head, a bus pass in my pocket, and enough to give my daughter. You know, pay my bills, move around, and help my daughter when she needs, or my mother. You know, my loved one. I don't need much after that. To be like, I need a, I don't need shit. got a job, I got a roof over my head, I got food in my stomach. What do I need? Need is a big word. I got what I need. Now, what do I want is the question. And most people confuse wants with needs. Some people want a fucking fancy car. You know, some people want a big house. Some people want to live in the hills or the burbs. That's what you want. If you ain't got a house or a place to live, then you need a place to live. If you ain't got a way to get around, then you need a place to get around. But if you got it, you just want more. Wants and needs are two different things. So, like I said, hyper independence isn't a need for material things. It's, you don't need that shit. You just chase that shit because that's what keeps you motivated. To be like, you need that. A hyper independent person don't need that. They just want it. But again, I don't need you like to be, I'm dependent because I need my woman. Not dependent because I need, certain shit. Dependent because I need my woman. So while y'all sitting here talking about I don't need no man, and then talking about ain't no good man, that's because you haven't realized yet that you're dependent on a man. Bitches always want to say, and fellas, I don't need a man for shit. I don't need a woman for shit. Like, yes, you do. Unless you a little, because you need a woman for pussy. At the very least, you need a woman for pussy. At the very least. If you don't need a woman for pussy, you're gay. You can say, I could buy pussy. You can say that, but you still need a woman for pussy. It don't change the fact that women are the only ones with pussies. You could buy pussy, but you need a woman to buy some pussy. You're dependent on a woman. This is what I mean. People say things to live in a delusional world. Do you want to live in reality? Do you want to live in the land of fucking delusion? Let me lead you to the promised land. There's, and again, some people don't need women for that shit. Like, I don't need no pussy. Okay. You know? Like, maybe you don't. I know I need pussy. I know I need a good woman. So the hyper dependence and hyper independence conversations. You gotta, what is hyper dependence? What is hyper independence? You know, hyper dependence, the same thing that people call hyper, it's the same thing though. They kind of run into the same, you know, what's there? It's blocking my way. If you're not paying attention, then you won't understand how trying to be hyper independent turns you into hyper dependent because they're the same thing at a base level. No. Uh, Again, hyper independent. I don't need nobody for nothing. Now, is that because you have what you need? Or is it because you just don't want to ask nobody for nothing because you're a pride? If you have what you need, then you might be hyper independent. But you don't have what you need until you realize you need a woman or you need a man. You know, you won't have what you need until you realize you need a woman or you need a man. No matter how much we need an outside attachment, because the railways are over there, behind us. This is our only access to the highway. To be like what we need. We're not an independent state or independent city. We need inside, people coming from the outside to come in. But until you realize what you need, you can't be hyper independent. You don't even know what you need. You don't even got what you need. Sit here and say you don't need a man for nothing, and wonder why you fucking yourself every night. Sit here and say you don't need a woman for nothing, sitting here beating your dick. You understand me? What you mean you don't need a woman? I'ma think you gay. And might have to stop hanging with you. Then there should be one up here. We get rid of this one. Right, then it'd be down here. I'm gonna start thinking you're gay. I can't hang with that guy no more. Why? He don't believe he need a woman. Sound like he need a man. Nope. He don't need a woman. What? He don't need a woman. Do he like pussy, babe? I don't know. I'm starting to get. I don't know. I just don't know anymore, babe. No, I try not to judge. He's my friend, but I don't know, babe. That's a little sus. The same thing I said. Think he's after my man meat? Right. At the very least, you need a woman to get laid. At the very, very least. Even if you don't love these hoes, you still need a woman to get laid. But anyway, back to how they, like I said, people can get them confused. Hyper independence, they think because financially they don't need somebody, they're better. I might need to add one more. Yeah, I could add one more. All depends on which neighborhood you're going to, what train you take. Need to go straight up the middle. Says straight up the middle. Not that middle. That middle. Uh, People think financial independence is hyper independence and shit like that. Like, you know, like I said, for me, hyper independence and dependence come from understanding. Wait a minute, shit. Just you don't need somebody to keep you motivated. That's where it comes from me. It comes from motivation. I don't need nobody to keep me motivated. I'm motivated on my own. That's hyper independence. Some people need somebody to keep them motivated. That's hyper dependence, if you ask me. Because some people want you to match their motivation. Everybody don't want extravagant shit. Some people are better just having their necessities filled, and that's the bliss zone. That's heaven. That's the godly. If you ask me, once you understand that, it's like whoops, because you should never want or you shall never need. Basically, you won't need shit. Not that you won't want shit, but you won't need shit. So to have all your needs fulfilled, is as close to heaven on earth as one could get. It says all your needs are fulfilled. Don't need shit. You just want shit. The difference between needs and wants. Have all your needs fulfilled is different than just wanting shit fulfilled. You want shit. Some people want shit. So hyper dependency, or codependency. It's like some people, it's the motivation. For me, I said I could be happy and content. Right? Now, let's say I'm dating somebody who wants more. They want a little bit more out of life. Here's where my dependency comes in. I'm straight, baby. I'm content. I'm happy. We got a roof over our head. Like, we can pay our bills. Like, I want a bigger house. I want. Remember those words. I want. Now, me, as a hyper, like I said, I'm independent, but I'm dependent. In this case, I'm dependent. You want, I feel we got what we need. Now, if you like, I want, okay then, baby. Give me what I need. Like, what? I don't get it. Of course you don't get it. Give me what I need to help you stay fulfilled. This is what you want. So give me what I need. If my woman showed up, it's like, here's an application. I filled out an application. I updated your resume. You got a job interview tomorrow. What? Why? Because I want a bigger house. I want a better car. I want you provide me what I need to make sure that we got that. Shit, I'm cool. I might need to make a little bit more money to fulfill your dreams. If you like, hey baby, this job gonna make you more money. But I like my job. Shut up. I did the work for you. Well, fine. I might not wanna. I don't wanna. But too bad, you're gonna. But this is where, again, hyper dependence and hyper independence meet. Because you want more. If you want more, you got to take it upon yourself to make more happen. Right, because you want more. So be the hyper independent person you are and like, don't worry, baby, I did it for you. You got a new job, you start next week. How much more do I make? You make $10 more. Oh, I love you, boo. And where's my money gonna go? As a person who's like, shit, I got the money I need. I got the woman. I got, X, Y, Z. I don't need nothing else. Money go right into the house. Here's all I need to be happy in the house. Give me my exercise kit. Give me my game. Give me a baddie. Keep it up. Keep it tight, boo. The body. Keep the body tight. How old were you when you realized that keep it tight had nothing to do with pussy? It's just keeping the body tight. It ain't got nothing to do with pussy. Not until I really started exercising and putting the effort into my body did I realize that. A lot of people don't even realize that. Keep it tight and stay skin tight. No, keep the body skin tight. Because once you're skin tight, you'll look at yourself and you'll be like, you know what? I could change that. I could change that. And you start sculpting. This is why you keep the skin tight. But anyway, it's just some people don't get it. They just don't get it. But again, if you're hyper independent and that's a motivational thing. This is what keeps me motivated. This is what keeps me going. I don't need no one to keep me going. I don't need no one to keep me motivated. That's hyper independence. It's not a relationship dynamic. It's a mental state. Because in a relationship, we all are dependent. Like I said, I need my woman to give me pussy. She don't give me pussy, I will find pussy somewhere else. I'm dependent on my woman to play with my balls. This isn't up for debate. I need my woman to play with my balls. It's not up for fucking debate. It's a necessity. Making me dependent on my woman. Hyper dependent on my woman. Because it's a need. It's a necessity. And it's something that's out my control. Because it takes two. It's out my control. She gotta want to come home and play with my balls. Like, you know what? Go home and I'm gonna play with his balls today. I need that. Who don't want that? Who like they don't need that? It's probably my girl right now. You know what I ask my girl all the time? You want me to lick it? Nobody need nobody until you realize you can't suck your own dick. Can't lick your own pussy. I needed to get my ass up and throw my clothes in the dryer. Looking at the time, like, oh, I got to be out of here in like an hour. Hour and a half. Like, oh, let me throw the shit in the dryer. That's my work shirts for the day. I got some. I just want to wear that. No, it ain't like I ain't got no clean clothes. I just want to wear that. It's a personal choice. I want that one for today. That's because I'm hyper independent. Gets what I want because I want it. I don't need nobody to get it for me. I don't need you to do my dishes. I don't need you to clean up after me. Bitch, I'm not dirty. No. But hyper dependent, hyper independence look different for people. But to say I I don't want nothing because we just made different. I don't want what you want because I got what I need. I got it all, boo. Like you ain't got shit but me. Oh, now you get it. Got a roof over my head, I got food in my stomach, and I got a hot chick. What more do I need? No, what more do I need? But my friends have, no. Your friend right there is single. That friend's single. She look at me like she want my man me. I'm not making this shit up, boo. Give her the chance, she'd fuck me. Cause she don't got what she need. She got what she want. She ain't got what she need. And right now, keep fucking around. What she want, it's gonna be what you got. Whatever, whatever. Telling you, boo. Uh, No, some people don't. They just don't believe. Don't let your wants get in the way. What you got? No, but some people just don't know. They just don't get it. Let your single friend fuck up what you got, boo. Don't be that bitch. Don't be that bitch. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I know when somebody want to fuck me. Try to make me sound crazy all you want. Because she ain't got what she need. She got everything she want. She ain't got what she need. That's why a lot of successful people who put their career first, their career above everything. That's why they're a little bit miserable. They got to get laid. They ain't getting laid. All men ain't shit. When's the last time you had a man, bitch? Or all women ain't shit? Last time you had a woman. Sitting here talking about all women ain't shit. When was the last time you got laid? Fuck these hoes. Depending on these hoes. Nigga, you gotta be dependent on these hoes, man, if you want to get laid. They got pussies. Unless you're gay. Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes. Do the homie. Do the homie. It's just the truth. Who are you to drop all these truth bombs on people? How dare you fuck up their mentality with the truth? It's Independence and dependence, that shit is personal. It's just personal motivation. Nobody has to motivate me. That's hyper independence. Nobody has to motivate me. I stay motivated to get what I want. Somebody got to encourage you, be encourageable to get you, for you to get what they want. A person shouldn't have to encourage you to get what they want. Because if you wanted it as a hyper dependent person, you'd have got it already. Because you don't need, you know, you're not, everything you need, you get. So you're not dependent on, you don't have to depend on nothing. Hyper independence and hyper dependent have opposite meanings sometimes. You know, I depend on this shit. This shit is, the shit I depend on is a necessity. So I gotta make sure I have what I need because I depend on it. I depend on having this shit. You know? That's why I'm like, I don't necessarily depend on needing a car. The car would help. Do I depend on needing a car? I could get everywhere using public transportation. That's like saying you need a plane because you like to travel. Like, do you need a plane to travel other places? Maybe. But do you need a plane to get where the fuck you going? No. Because you still gonna find your ass in Miami. A personal plane. You get what I'm saying? You don't need a personal plane. You don't need a plane, motherfucker. You just need access to a flight. But do you need a plane? They sitting here, like shit. Hop your ass on go buy your ass a plane. You don't need nobody for shit. Buy your ass a plane. We all depend on shit. No, you could fucking drive to Miami if you live in the US. You don't even need a plane to go to Miami. So for me, again, dependence, independence and shit, it all comes from self motivation. It's all about being self motivated. Some people aren't self motivated, so they become dependent on someone else's motivation. You know, and just because you're not self motivated, don't mean that you don't have everything you need. But some people don't get it. They'll never get it. But a roof over my head, a baddie, you know, I don't need nothing else. I don't need to go out there and go to a club. I don't need to go out there and go, search for shit. So I got it. Ah, damn, this is true. Ah, fine. But yeah, hyper independence, hyper dependence. So hyper dependence and hyper independence is two fucking things. I think me and most people have different definitions. But just remember, some people will never get it. Anybody that tells you they don't need a man, they don't need a woman, are secretly gay. You heard it from me. They might not want one. Remember, wants and needs are two different things. They might not want a woman, might not want a man. And that's respectable. Because you don't always need a woman or a man. Or you might not always, I'm going to say you might not always want a woman or a man. But those necessities, that need in life, shit. That necessity, that need in life is something else. That's something else. That's a different monster. It's a different monster. You don't need a man, you don't need a woman till you realize you can't suck your own dick, can't lick your own pussy. Go ahead, go try it. I ain't gonna tell nobody you tried. Go try. Did it work out for you? How did that work? It didn't work out really good, did it? And that's all the brother's saying. So you can sit here and pretend. Go ahead, play make-believe. You're not hyper independent till you don't need. As long as you need a man, you need a woman, you aren't hyper independent. Talk that bullshit if you want. Tell somebody that don't know. I know. Trust me. I know. I went 3 years celibate. Sometimes women come in, far and in between. And that's just because personal choice. Personal choice. What you mean by personal choice? You see, for now, we're just going to put all of these over on this side. Personal choice. I don't always need a woman. I don't always want a woman. Pause. I just don't. Women ain't, sometimes people ain't shit. long story short, sometimes people ain't shit, and you have to be willing to be like, you know, it could be them, it could be me. But for now, I choose to work. I choose me. I choose to work on me. Let them not be shit. Not gonna turn around and try to flip it on me. Why it didn't work with y'all? Brandon ain't shit. God, don't blame Brandon, bitch. It's your fault. You told me I didn't want shit in life because I play PlayStation. Little do you know, I felt like I had it all. Now I gotta go find me a good woman. Now I need to find me a good woman. It's a necessity. Because I gotta make sure I have everything I need. But you couldn't see that, could you, bitch? I didn't think so. Now you out here like, you know, I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man for shit. And the first thing you do is go hop on another dick. You ain't spend no time single. You ain't spend no time working on yourself. You went and hopped on a dick. Because you need a man. You can't live without a man. Making you the problem, bitch. Because you don't understand yourself. That's why it's easy to say, I don't need you versus I don't need anything. Lie to yourself if you want. No, I don't give a shit. I know what I need. I need a good woman. You are not what I need. Because not a good woman. I don't need you, bitch. Uh, uh, I don't need you. Say I don't need a good woman. It's completely false. So hyper independence, hyper dependence. It's a fiction. It's you know, it's made the fuck up. Fuck you, buddy. Sorry, I'm taking. I don't need you. Fuck them dogs. I don't need no damn dog park. So, what is hyper independence and what does that look like? For me, hyper independence is I got everything I need. Everything I want is a bonus. I don't need to go after everything I want. It's a bonus. You know? Some people just don't get it. Like, I live with my mother, for example. What I pay in rent, which is, the difference between of living with my mother, and living off my mother, two different things. But ask an ignorant bitch that don't know nothing the difference. Bitch can't tell you. So I live with my mother. We cohabitate. I pay my half, she pay her half. She pay a little bit more than me because it's her house. Mentality. As long as you want to say it's my house, you'll carry the majority until you understand the language of ours. As long as it's yours, you will have to do the majority. Because you don't understand ours. But that's not the point. What I pay her is the same thing that I could pay on the street. I pay her enough to live on my own. It's just who the money's going to go to. That's dependent, hyper dependence. Independence. I don't pay, it's not like I can't afford. I can't afford to get my own place. It's just, it makes more sense that I help give her money right now so that she could pay off whatever, she could pay whatever. Pay off the house. Two incomes are better than one. Again, 50-50 is better than 100% by myself. But what I pay here, I could pay out there for a 1-bedroom, depending on neighborhood, maybe a 2 fucking bedroom. Because it's not about the money. I take care of myself. I got, I'm not 40 yet. Not the day, but the year I turn 40, my daughter will be turning 18. I had a kid at a young age, and it took me a little longer to stay stable, to get stable. So, I'm gonna take that time and make it worth it. You know, if we talking about stability, long-term stability, this here is long-term stability. It's just more stable to be able to keep everybody off my back by being able to live here and contribute. Because then I got more money to go around to give to my daughter mother, to buy my daughter shit, you know, stuff like that. And that is called stability. But there's so many ignorant bitches that they listening to their bitter ass mama, bitter ass auntie, and now they're fighting. Same thing with men. You know, it's some men that's guilty of this too. Listening to their bitter ass dad, their bitter ass uncle, bitter ass homie, and they're fighting relationship battles that's not theirs. I ain't getting married. These bitches don't want nothing but your money. Excuse me, sir. Have you ever dealt with that? No, but... Yeah, shut up. No. Have you ever dealt with that? No, but... Shut your bitch ass up. No, men will. Excuse me, ma'am. Have you ever dealt with that? No, but... You know, one day your mama came home, like, don't let no man stay up in your house and play PlayStation all day. And now you got something against guys that play PlayStation all day. Let me hurry up and get this done so I could go to work. I work, I come home, I game. I exercise. You know, I keep my stay-at-home kid. No woman wants a man who goes out all the time, but he can't stay at home and play. He can't stay at home and play PlayStation. Bitch, tell me how that makes sense. Where the fuck you think I'm gonna go if I can't stay at home and do what the fuck I want? I'm for the streets. For the streets, bitch. This is just the facts of it. I'm for the streets now. So I can't stay at home and do what the fuck I want. What the fuck else you expect me to be? Can't expect me to be nowhere but the streets. So I can't stay at home after work and do what the fuck I want. Where else do you want me to be? That ain't gonna work. I am for the streets. You want a woman to stay at home, you know, but you don't know how to deal with a woman that stay at home. You know? You better interrupt her. You better, you know, stay at home kit 5,000. Make sure a motherfucker got a stay at home kit 5,000. It's all the brothers say. things that keep her happy, content, and in shape. Make sure you add the in shape, fellas. Ladies, make sure you add the stay in shape kit to the household. Or else you're going to end up, with a motherfucker that's overweight and not attractive anymore. Tell me I'm making this shit up all you want. But married couples complain about the same. They all married complain about the same thing. You got fat. You got fat, bitch. you know? But that's why I make sure my stay at home kit, 5,000, have stuff for me to exercise. Work, come home, game, and exercise. That's my lifestyle. You can try to sit there and say I don't have any motivation. But, like, baby, you ain't no spring chicken. When was the last time you kept it together? Like, oh, how could he say something so true yet so controversial? Motivation. Uh, like right now, I have no motivation to get up and take my black ass to work. Now we're gonna keep all the stores on that side. And that's just because I wanna. But I'm gonna get my ass up and go to work. You know what I mean? I need stuff. No other reason. I want to stay productive because I need stuff. I need my woman to be happy. I just bought her a dress. It got here yesterday, and it actually looks way better than I thought. Uh, and that's just so that we don't have the argument, of what's appropriate. For her to wear when she go out, stuff like that. So, just as a man, I bought her some clothes. As her man, not just a man, her man, I bought her some clothes, and it's like I want it to look sexy, I want it to look cute, but I want it to be appropriate because I don't want to buy her something and then she wear it out, and I'm like, where the fuck you think you going in that? And she like, you bought it for me, genius. You can't say shit because you bought it for her, genius. So I don't want to buy her nothing that she can't go out in. And that's just doing your work, your due diligence. But anyway, I got to get ready to get up out of here. Uh, well, let this grow in a minute. See what grows from it. While I go shower, shit shower. I shaved. I don't really got to shave, but I'll shave anyway. Shit shower and shave. Y'all watch that. Hey, baby, I need. So here, what the fuck is this? It's your new job. You make more money. That's hyper dependence, baby. Hyper independence. I need, and I'm gonna make sure I have. You don't got to do nothing but go to work and come back. Here's the work that you got now because I need more money. This is your new job. Something about, something about, something about. Something about you. I'll be back. So I just posted a collage. I pinned it. I didn't pin it, but I posted it in the chat. And it's a year difference. And the top photos, I'm 143. And that's when I was watching my weight. I wanted to stay slim. And then it got to a point where I'm like, I don't want to fucking die. So I stopped watching my diet. You know, the first one I was on the diet. The second one I'm not on the diet anymore. Only thing that changed was the weight, really, not really my body structure. So I stayed with my exercise. Gonna see if I can find the picture because I lost my phone. So I'm glad I had those on the top one on my OneDrive. So like my waist on my pants ain't changed. That's just how I shop. I shop with the thought of I might gain weight and I need to fit a extra pair of pants under my pants. Then I shop so I don't got to shop for the next 4 years technically. But it's a year difference. Off my diet, on my diet. And then you got to remember, the end of last year, my bike broke. So about July, my bike broke. So I wasn't at least able to keep up with my cardio the way I would like. That plus the winter. Right now, it's like I'm going to get my bike fixed sometime over the weekend. So I can go back to riding my bike. I'll probably shed like 5 or 6 pounds. So, but it's a year difference. The only difference is diet, cardio. Exercise still the same for the most part. That's why it's like I look bigger, but I don't look bigger because I didn't get fatter. I just got thicker. What people don't understand. I just got thicker. Same body shape, same body structure. Just thicker.